Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be going through the app or website Myro.com. Now this is going to be a full beginner's guide to using Myro, how to get started, the best ways to use it, everything you need to know. So let's get right into the video. Now the first thing I want to say is please make sure you watch this video the whole way through and ensure that you don't skip through anything because you might miss out on some valuable information and it will save you a lot of time in the future. Now one more thing before I get into it, please like and subscribe and also comment down below if you like this video and anything else you want us to make a video about. So let's get right into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the pricing of Myro. Now there's 4 different plans here, as you can see. First of all, you have the free plan. Now this is for individuals and teams. And on the free plan, you'll be able to get a single workspace with 3 editable boards. So basically, you will get 3 different boards on this workspace. This is basically a really good option if you are just an individual and you don't have a team. And it's really good just to help you sort of get started with it. It allows you to connect 100 different apps and integrations, and it also allows you to use their library of pre-made templates, so that's very useful. Now on the starter plan, this is for teams. It's $8 a month and that's billed annually, so if you actually want to pay monthly, it'll be $10 a month. This gives you unlimited boards. It gives you a few more features, but they're not too different from this one. So if you're just getting started, I recommend the free one. And then the business plan here, it gives you a lot more visualization systems. It gives you a lot more integrations, imports, and all that kind of stuff. So this is potentially the one you need to go for if you're a big business and you need a lot of features. But if you don't, then you can just go for this free plan here. But this is really for you to decide, have a bit of a deeper look inside Myro, and you can figure it out from there. So now let's talk about signing up to Myro. So when you sign up to Myro, it's very easy. You just type in Myro on Google, or you can just go to Myro.com, and there'll be a little sign up page here. You simply need to put in your work email, or you can sign up with Google, Microsoft, or Slack. So this is very easy to do. They'll send you a verification email and you'll just authorize your email with them. So that's very easy to do. Now let's get into what people are actually really interested in, is the actual how does Myro work, that kind of stuff. So over here, I've got one of my Myro dashboards set up, and I've got 3 different boards here. Now, I'm going to go into one of these boards, but before I do that, I'm going to show you how you would go ahead and create a board. So the first thing you kind of need to do is understand what kind of board you're trying to make. What is your goal with the board? So they have a lot of examples and recommended templates up here. So they've got mind maps, Kanban framework, quick retrospective. They've got all of these different ones to help you, get your brain working and figuring out how you want to plot down your ideas. They have flowchart, they have everything here. So if you go to show more here, then there's a ton, and I mean an absolute ton of different templates. They have the community ones as well, which are really helpful, and they're quite good. So you can either pick one of these, or you can click and create a new board. Now for me, I already have the maximum amount of boards I can have, which is 3, as I said. So I'm going to go into one of these boards here. Now, one more thing before I do that is up here on the top, you can actually invite members to your Myro. And obviously that's quite useful if you're collaborating with other people. So I'm going to go into this one here called YouTube channels. And I use this one to basically do a deep dive into a lot of different YouTube channels and niches. And it just gave me a visualization on the different channels, the different owners of channels, the profitability, all that stuff, just to keep it visual for myself. So you can see here I have tons of different things on here. So I've got a section here for true crime. So these are a lot of true crime channels that I looked at that I thought were very interesting. So I basically posted them in here. Now the cool thing about this is I've posted the link in here, but it's actually given me this little box here. So it gives you like a little display of it as opposed to just the link, which is a pretty cool feature, I think. Now you can do a lot of different features. You can draw lines, as you can see here, text with a line. So you can see I had a video here I thought was amazing, so I put perfect video, and I basically put a little line to it there. Over here you can see I've got some different niches I was looking into. So you've got mysteries, deep dive, all that kind of stuff. And basically I put a little shape here and I put a few lines to them as a little mind map to help me go. And here basically some more sort of stuff. So let me give you a little bit of a more in-depth show of what you can actually do with Myro. So over here on the left is your little sort of toolbar, I'd say. And this is where you want to click if you want to get any of the features. Now to move around on Myro, you actually want to click your middle mouse button, and that will allow you to click and drag. You can also use your right click option, but I use the middle mouse as it makes more sense to me. Now you can also left click to, select things like this, and then you can right click, to copy paste all of those little things. Now on the left here, I'll show you what all these tools do. So you've got the cursor, which is just this one here. Next, you have the templates. We spoke about those earlier, but this will allow you to actually import templates into your board. So if I was to get a flowchart, I could click Use Template, and you can see here it's now given me this flowchart template. On the left here, you can see it's given me all of the different options. So these are all like the different bits of logic. So you can have process, decision, terminator, all these different things that you might want to use for a flowchart process. Now on the right here, it's actually given me a tutorial, so it would walk me through how to actually go ahead and use this. So that's one thing you can do. You can use the templates here and you can put them in, and basically you can just click inside here. You can change the text. I can change the color of this box here. I can change the color of the text. I can bold it, change the font, all that kind of good stuff. Now following on here, we have this text box. So I can just add a little text box here and I can say hello. Oh, I spelled it wrong. The next thing I have is the sticky note. So I can add a little sticky note here, and I can just basically put a little note here next to something. Say, this is XYZ, but whatever I'm thinking. Next here we have the shapes button. So this will allow you just to add shapes. So, if you need a box, you can do a box. If you need a rounded box, you do that. There's just a ton of different shapes here, which are, they're useful to, display your information quite visually. Now inside these boxes, what you can actually do is if I double click on it here, it gives me a lot of options. So I can change the actual shape here if I want to. I can actually type into it, so I can put hello. And from here, what I can do is I can change the font. So we can put it in this font here. I can increase the size of it. So like that. I can bold it. I can italic it. Now, obviously, this font obviously doesn't allow me to do that, but other fonts will be able to. I can sort of strike through. I can format the way the text looks in here. I can even insert a link onto here so people can click on that. You can change the color. Now, the colors here, I think some of these colors are a bit bad, so you might want to press this custom color here, and it's going to give you the little picker here, so you can pick the color that you want more accurately. You've got the underline color here, so if you want to underline it in yellow, it's pretty cool. So I can actually change the border here. So if I want it thicker, I can make it thicker. I can change the opacity. I can change it to lines, dots, whatever sort of design you want on the box. You can also change the background color of the box here, so it's fully customizable. And you can even add a comment here, so I like this idea. Boom, and that will send across to your whole team. Now here I want to show you how you can actually add a connector line. So if you go on the box here, you can click on it like this, and there's this little dot that's going to be next to it. So you want to click on here, and you can actually, that's going to connect to this box that's closest. But if I was to click, I can drag it to, whichever box I want to go to. So that one or here. Now it has a few different line features. So you can actually change different things about the line. So I can change the direction of the arrow. I can change the type. So if I want it to be it's like a squiggly line, I can do that. I can be a straight line, it can be a dotted line. You can change like the thickness of it, that stuff. You can insert a shape into the middle of it if you want to. There's a ton of different features you can actually add in. You can even add text in the middle, if you want to say yes or no or something like that, for example. Down here, you have a few more things. You have like this pen tool. So you see a lot of people typing, when they're doing visual videos so they can type. You have the comment section here, which is basically I've just shown you that one already. And then you have this thing here, which allows you to sort of make a frame. And a frame is basically just like a singular board. So you can actually export frames. So that will basically export just what's inside this box. And you can upload, and you can even connect the apps down here. And there's a ton of apps you can actually connect. But that's basically how you use Myro and a brief introduction to it. So if you enjoyed this video and found it useful, be sure to like and subscribe. And also, if you want to try and use Myro yourself, go to the link in the description, because we actually have a link there and you will be able to sign up there. So click the link in the description to sign up to Myro and get using it. So with nothing else to say, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it and hope you found it useful.